Right now, the average full-size pickup truck costs about $66,000. Loan rates are high, and monthly payments are stretching family budgets thinner than ever. The result is something the auto industry does not like to talk about out loud. Lots full of trucks that nobody is driving home. Tens of thousands of heavy-duty Ram trucks are parked, unsold, across the country. One major automaker quietly paused a factory and started storing extra inventory in an empty shopping mall. Another brand openly admitted a decision it made pushed loyal customers straight into the arms of its competitors. This is not a normal slowdown. This is dealers watching their lots fill up faster than buyers walk through the door. Today we're counting down 12 trucks that are struggling to sell, using inventory data, recall records, and real feedback from truck owners. Stick around, because if you're planning to buy a truck soon, this list could save you real money. Number 12. Hyundai Santa Cruz. The idea seemed smart at first. Take a Tucson SUV, add a small cargo bed in back, and offer buyers truck-style utility without the size of a full pickup. Hyundai branded it a sport adventure vehicle. Shoppers had a different name for it, a hard sell. In 2025, Hyundai sold just over 25,000 Santa Cruz models in the United States, a 20% drop from the year before. Meanwhile, its closest rival, the Ford Maverick, outsold it 6-1, moving more than 155,000 units. That is not a close contest. By the end of 2025, Hyundai dealers were sitting on nearly 5 months of unsold Santa Cruz inventory. A healthy target for any vehicle is around 60 days. The Santa Cruz was creeping toward 150. Reports say Hyundai has already cut production at its Alabama plant nearly in half and may end the model years ahead of schedule. Part of the issue is identity. The Santa Cruz shares its underlying platform with the Tucson, which sold over 230,000 units in the same year, up 14%. Buyers who wanted a Hyundai simply picked the vehicle with more backseat room and cargo space instead. Number 11. Ram 1500 TRX. The Ram 1500 TRX was one of the wildest production trucks ever built. Over 700 horsepower, a supercharged engine, and a 0-60 time under 4 seconds. It genuinely outmuscled the Ford Raptor, and truck fans loved it. Emissions regulators did not. Ram retired the TRX after the 2024 model year because its big V8 could not be adjusted to meet new federal emissions rules without becoming financially unworkable. A final edition of 4,000 trucks closed out the run, and Ram replaced it with a 6-cylinder model that makes solid horsepower but simply isn't the same experience for die-hard fans. Now, leftover TRX units, including those final edition trucks, are sitting on lots priced above $85,000. Buyers either can't stretch that far, or they know this particular engine combination is never coming back in this form. Around 2 dozen were still listed as brand new in dealer inventory well into 2025, trucks with no true successor. Number 10. Chevrolet Silverado EV. Back in January 2022, General Motors leadership promised the company would become the top electric vehicle maker in North America by 2025. Billions were poured into a Michigan plant meant to build hundreds of thousands of electric trucks every year. By the third quarter of 2025, the Silverado EV had sold roughly 4,000 units, GM's best quarter yet for the model. That number was celebrated internally. But compared to the original yearly target, it represents only a small fraction of what was planned. The Silverado EV now regularly holds the highest days of supply of any vehicle in Chevrolet's lineup, meaning it sits on lots longer than nearly everything else the brand sells. When the federal EV tax credit expired in September 2025, it removed one of the last incentives pushing undecided buyers toward the purchase. Price is also a factor. Fully equipped retail trims land close to what a loaded gas-powered heavy-duty Silverado costs, while towing range drops noticeably under load. For buyers who tow for work, that math still favors diesel. GM continues to improve the model each year, but current units are moving slowly, and some dealers are steering customers back toward gas trucks to close the sale. Number 9. GMC Sierra EV. The GMC Sierra EV tells a similar story, with slightly softer numbers. In the fourth quarter of 2025, it sold under 2,000 units, down 13% from the year before. Combined, the Silverado EV and Sierra EV moved just over 7,000 units in a single quarter. GM called that progress. For comparison, the entire electric truck segment shrank 9% in that same period, meaning GM's twin EVs were simply losing less ground than everyone else. Not exactly a victory lap. GMC positions the Sierra as a premium brand, and buyers spending around $75,000 on a work truck expect real-world towing range, fast charging, and long-term battery confidence. Right now, that trust gap is keeping many fleet and work buyers loyal to diesel until charging infrastructure catches up with rural gas station coverage. Number 8. GMC Hummer EV Pickup. A fully loaded 2025 Hummer EV pickup starts near $129,000, roughly double the average price of a full-size truck today. GMC revived a nameplate that had been dormant since 2010, and early adopters lined up to buy in. Once that initial wave of enthusiasts was satisfied, demand slowed sharply. In late August 2025, GM paused production at its Michigan EV plant and temporarily laid off around 360 workers, citing the need to align production with market demand. In plain terms, the company had built more Hummer EV pickups than buyers were ready to purchase at that price. Dealers began converting brand-new Hummer EV pickups into short-term rental and loaner vehicles, then reselling them later at discounts between $15,000 and $25,000. One 2025 model with just over 2,000 miles was listed nearly $15,000 below its original sticker price, and it still hadn't sold. Number 7. Rivian R1T. Here's a fact that doesn't get said enough. The Rivian R1T is a genuinely well-built truck. It rides smoothly, tows up to 11,000 pounds depending on configuration, and its clever underbed and front storage compartments are still unmatched by traditional trucks. Its real problem isn't quality, it's price. Rivian sold about 11,000 R1T trucks in the US in 2025. Early 2026 sales for the R1 lineup dropped 26%, and Rivian stock fell 5% in a single day after the news came out. The company has been discounting existing inventory since mid-2024, cutting prices by up to $4,000 just to keep units moving. The math is simple for most buyers. $69,000 can also buy a well-equipped gas truck with comparable towing capacity, backed by decades of dealer service history and parts availability that doesn't depend on a young company staying financially stable. Number 6. Ram 3500. Heavy-duty trucks are usually the most dependable sellers in the industry. Contractors, ranchers, and fleet buyers tend to purchase them no matter what the economy is doing. That's been true for years. It isn't true anymore for the Ram 3500. At its lowest point, the Ram 3500 was sitting at roughly 342 days of supply nationwide, nearly a full year's worth of unsold trucks. The average transaction price sits close to $79,000, a purchase that requires serious financing and real buyer confidence. High interest rates are a big part of the slowdown, since monthly payments on an $80,000 truck add up fast. The Ram 3500's underlying platform also dates back to 2010, while Ford and GM have both released newer heavy-duty trucks in the years since. Buyers comparing fresher competitors against older Ram architecture are increasingly choosing something else. Number 5. Ram 2500. If the 3500's numbers are concerning, the Ram 2500 has quietly been the slowest-selling truck in America for over a year. In October 2025, tracking data showed roughly 200 days of supply, with nearly 39,000 units sitting on dealer lots nationwide. At one especially rough point, that number reportedly climbed above 460 days, meaning Ram was building trucks far faster than buyers were showing up. Owner forums point to a clear pattern. A basic Ram 2500 that cost around $40,000 in 2022 now costs closer to $55,000. A $15,000 jump layered on top of much higher interest rates than buyers faced just a few years ago. Many shoppers who could once justify that price are now stepping back, buying used, or simply waiting things out. Number 4. Ram 1500. This entry matters because it shows something rare: a major automaker publicly admitting it misjudged its own customers, then scrambling to fix the mistake. For the 2025 model year, Ram removed its well-known 5.7-liter V8 engine from the entire 1500 lineup, replacing it with a newer turbocharged 6-cylinder engine. On paper, the new engine actually performs better. More power, more torque, better fuel economy. Buyers didn't care about the spec sheet. Ram sales dropped nearly 20% in the first half of 2024, one of the steepest declines the full-size truck segment has seen in years. When Ram later announced the V8 would return for 2026, more than 10,000 orders came in within 24 hours. That is not just enthusiasm, that's customers sending a very clear message. Right now, 2025 Ram 1500 trucks built with the 6-cylinder engine are sitting on lots well above normal levels. Some buyers are simply waiting for the V8 to return. Others switched to a Ford or Chevrolet out of frustration and haven't come back. Multiple owner forums describe the same scenario. Shoppers walked into a dealership expecting a V8, found out it was gone, and left without negotiating at all. Number 3. Nissan Titan. There may be no sadder story on this list than the Nissan Titan, not because it was a bad truck, but because it never really got a fair shot. Its V8 engine was strong, its interior held up well, and owners who kept theirs for years generally speak highly of its reliability. The problem was investment. The Titan launched in 2004 to compete with the F-150, Silverado, and Ram 1500. Over 2 decades, Nissan made small updates but never gave it a diesel option, a serious off-road trim, or the marketing push its rivals received. While competitors redesigned their trucks multiple times, the Titan sat on aging bones. The result was predictable. Through November 2025, Titan sales had fallen more than 80% year-over-year, down to just a couple thousand units. Production quietly ended in mid-2024, and the plant that once built it is now being converted for electric vehicle production. Number 2. Tesla Cybertruck. In 2019, Tesla unveiled a truck unlike anything the industry had seen. Stainless steel panels and glass advertised as unbreakable, which promptly cracked on stage during a demonstration. Roughly 2 million people still placed deposits. By early 2025, Tesla reportedly had around 10,000 unsold Cybertrucks in inventory, worth an estimated $800 million at average pricing. Some of that overflow inventory was stored at a closed shopping center in Michigan, drawing attention from local zoning officials. The truck has faced 8 recalls since deliveries began in late 2023, covering issues like panels detaching at highway speed, a stuck accelerator pedal, and windshield wiper failures. One of the largest recalls covered nearly the entire delivered fleet, which totaled around 46,000 vehicles, far short of the 250,000 a year originally projected. Used Cybertruck prices have fallen more than 50% year-over-year, and some owners say they were directed toward lemon law claims rather than offered a straightforward buyback. Number 1. The Ram brand itself. Instead of one truck, our top spot goes to an entire strategy, the story of how one brand's decisions rattled customer trust across its whole truck lineup. Ram entered this decade as a serious challenger to Ford's long-standing dominance. The Ram 1500 earned strong reviews, the Cummins diesel engine in its heavy-duty trucks built a loyal following, and the TRX turned heads everywhere it went. For a while, Ram looked like it might actually take the sales crown. Then came a string of choices that undercut that momentum. The 5.7-liter Hemi V8 was pulled from the 1500 without offering loyal buyers a way to keep it. Sales fell nearly 20% in the first half of 2024. Ram's overall days of supply swelled past 130 at its worst point, nearly double what's considered healthy, placing it among the highest inventory brands in the country. At the same time, the Ram 2500 and 3500 were dealing with their own separate inventory backlogs. The TRX had been discontinued entirely, and the budget-friendly Ram 1500 Classic was dropped after 2024. In roughly one model cycle, Ram lost ground in its light-duty lineup, its heavy-duty lineup, and its performance reputation all at once. Closing. If you've ever wondered why some trucks hold their value and keep owners loyal for years, while others pile up on lots and force factories to slow down, the answer usually comes down to consistency. Sticking with what customers trust, instead of changing it out from under them. That's our list. Before you buy your next truck, it pays to know exactly what you're getting into.